is an Object 140 game with Biology Reviews Pattern and Poker's 183. West Spawn Arctic region, which I prefer to the East Spawn, although I'm not a fan of this map in general. So, as I usually do from West Spawn, I'm going to head up north and try and take the corner at C1 and C2. By taking that corner, you basically stop them from pushing into your base from the north part, and if you're lucky you can get some quick shots into the north, knock some health off of them before they get a chance to position. So I've got a decent force coming with me, and we've also got a decent amount of it going south, which is always a good sign when your team splits in a sensible manner instead of all going one flank or sending most of your team to a flank which only needs a couple of people. Most puppies actually hide around this corner or run all the way up to the next one, but I usually just sit here, see what I can see. The enemy 140's running up middle and about to die because he just found half our team. So I'm just waiting for something to light itself here. Expecting a TD, sure enough, 704. Now, if you want some power creep, the 704 used to be absolutely feared because very few things in the game could pin it frontally at this kind of distance. That included heavy tanks and TDs. Now we've got, first of all, tier 10 mediums, which can pin it through the front without even trying, through its upper front plate, without resorting to gold ammo. And now we've even got tier 9 mediums carrying tier 10 guns that can pen it through its upper plate without gold ammo, such as the Centurion, the Type 61s, so on and so forth, Leopard prototype. So it kind of really took the teeth out of the 704. It still has a big scary gun, and it still has a really good camera value for its size, but it just isn't armoured anymore. It's not really scary. In fact, when I'm driving my Centurion, I'm quite happy to see 704s because quite often they'll bounce shots off my turret while I pen them easily. Now, I'm playing a little risky here, because once that 704 went down, the IS-3 started behaving in a very much a manner that suggested he was alone. Terrible shot there. So I'm not about to let them get away with that. I'm going to exploit the fact that they lack tanks up here and try and clean out the north in a hurry, so that I can collapse them behind the guys in the south. So I do take a shot off the IS-3. Looking to avoid another, I circle around the back of him. But now the 140's is firing at me. So take care of the IS-3 first, and I want to take care of this guy who's battleshipping like a champion. The biology rolls up as well. Waits for me to take the shot first. Looking for shots in these guys. See the 183's about to back into it, so I take it. First shot misses, but he's completely exposing his rear end to me. So sure enough, second one goes straight in. I decide to just run down here and rush into the enemy base with poker. By this stage we pretty much won, so it's clean-up time. The enemy IS attempts to suicide here. I didn't realise what he's doing until just about now. So realising he's trying to drown himself, I decided to deny him that privilege. And that's the end of him. Of course I had to taunt him in chat afterwards. It had to be done. So now it's just the enemy Waffenträger left, and we can drive into the enemy base and clear him out. He's never been spotted. Somehow. The thing has the worst camera in the game, I think. One of the worst, certainly, and yet he was right there and never got lit from across. Okay. So I just drive over the tank traps because I don't give a fuck. And then pop a quick shot into him. My third kill. Pretty easy match. And it shows why you can't really afford to leave that north pass weak, like the enemy team did. As long as your team on the south don't suicide, they just hold the corner. North is where it all happens. If you have enough tanks north, you can win the game quite easily. It's much better cover up there. There's much more room to move around. There's less chance of getting bogged than there is in the south. And if you go south, you can't really run up the outside of that crescent-shaped bridge either, because if they have tanks in north, they'll shoot across there, and that's not really a thing you want.